Hi, everyone, and welcome to TWF Monday Night Raw, or Alone Day Night Raw. I'm Michael Cole, Trini Kwan, and Wade Barrett here. And today on Monday Night Raw, or Alone Night Raw, we're going to see John Cena here today. And we're going to see John Cena here today, Michael Cole says. We haven't seen John Cena in some time, so it's going to be good seeing him again, Michael Cole said. Yes, it is, Michael. It's going to be good seeing John Cena again, Trini Kwan says, here today on Monday Night Raw, or Alone Night Raw. You know? Yeah, it's going to be good seeing John Cena here, Trini Kwan said. Yeah, Wade Barrett says, there's John Cena now. And some folks out there always called him Big Match John because John Cena always did well in big matches, Wade Barrett says. But then, he lost to The Rock once. He lost to AJ Styles once. He lost to The Undertaker once. He lost to Brock. Well, the truth is, he lost to Roman Reigns. Then he lost to Austin, to Austin Theory. So yeah, he's probably, and then he lost to Daniel Bryan once. He lost to CM Punk the 2 times that they fought. Well, Wade Barrett says, so I don't know if the rank Big Match John is still one of his things or not. Alright, John Cena goes. I know I haven't been around lately, and I know that I have become more of a half-timer wrestler since I shifted from not only being a wrestler but being a show player. And a lot of folks might say, John, the only grounds to why you're back in WWE full-time as right now, or in ATF again, because there's the writer's strike. And you see all the film show businesses and play businesses and show businesses out there who have writers who belong to the Writers Guild of Finland are on strike again for unfair work, unfair working, settling, unfair yielding, unfair income toll, and a whole bunch of other things that it's sad. Now, for any business out there that has writers who don't belong to a guild, well, I don't really think they got to worry about it. Anyway, so John Cena said, hopefully we can get this writer strike taken care of. It's not good. And anyway, John Cena said, you're going to see me for some time. So if Bruce Blitz or Wrestling Jesus out there, were hated me before, shit. Well, they would hate me now. And a long time ago, I used to be one of the hated wrestlers, or overstars, or fighters, for no grounds sake and why. Either because one, by sundriest folks in WWE and also in the wrestling followership. I used to have folks on YouTube, Euro back in the day, like Wrestling Jesus and his sundriest reckonings, Bruce Blitz back in the day. These two would, always be bitching and ranting and scathing me. But here I am nowadays, I got the onlook that I never got back then. And I want to say thank you for giving me the onlook, because I have given you all the onlook all of those years too. And let's be earnest about this. At the end of the day, John Cena, you still suck. Oh, Skeletor. You're that follower of the 4-1 Bonds of Evil from the He-Man Overlings of the World drawing show, and and then film, and then and then books, I guess, and film games, and I don't know what else. Yeah, you shithead. I am Skeletor. I am one of the most evilest followers of the 401 Bonds of Evil from the He-Man Overlings of the World drawing show that Hanna-Barbera made. You know, and then from the film, and then from the show, and then from the plays and the books and all that. I'm here to tell you, John Cena, that need be wrestling Jesus and Bruce Blitz aren't around anymore to bitch and rant and scave you and slight you and shame you and guilt you. But I am. Hey, let me guess, John Cena says, you couldn't beat He-Man all those years on the drawing show that Hanna-Barbera made back in the day. You couldn't beat him in the film. You couldn't beat them in the film games. You couldn't beat them in the plays or the books or whatever. So you got it into your head that you think I'll be a smooth goal? I mean, when you start to think of it, do you reason have any onlook for yourself? No. I know at the end of the day, you can't beat He-Man. So what you did was you went off and thought, alright, so I can't beat He-Man, but I can beat John Cena. How does that work? I don't know how that works, Skeletor goes. But I've been fighting He-Man, that shameful follower of the 401 Bonds of Good for years, and all of his friends too. And I never ever beaten them. Well, we all know if you did, then there'd be, which you never did. I mean, Skeletor, weren't you there in the Bear Route, on the Bear Route, when all the followers of the 401 Bonds of Evil were there, and Dark Spectre, whatever his name, said he had gotten Zordon and Queen Serenity? Oh yeah, you were there with all the other followers of the 401 Bonds of Evil when they fought against all the followers of the 401 Bonds of Good at Reckoning Down to Ending, Slight 1, Slight 2. And didn't you get shifted good by the, what we'll call the G wave or the GJ wave? But I don't think that worked. Now I chose to be evil again. Well, yeah, it is free will. Being good's a free will, and choosing to be evil's free will. Yeah, no fighting there on that. But you can stand up in the ring. John Cena, I know I can beat you. Because you haven't wrestled since Wrestle Madness. You know, earlier this year, when you lost to Austin Theory. Yes, it's true. I lost to Austin Theory at Wrestle Madness 39 this year, night 1. Yeah, it's out there. Skeletor, I lost to The Undertaker once at Wrestle Madness. Hell, I lost to Roman Reigns 1 year at SummerSlam. Hey, and to make things even weirder, I lost to The Rock 1 year at Wrestle Madness too. I think that was Wrestle Madness 28, I believe. So yeah, I have lost probably more matches. And then 1 year I lost to Daniel Bryan at SummerSlam. Lost to CM Punk 2 times when I fought. Lost to AJ Styles at SummerSlam 1 year. So yeah, I have lost a lot of matches. Yeah, need be I didn't lose as many matches as some folks out there thought I should have lost. But I did. And I lost to Brock Lesnar every single time that we fought in his first run. So hey, let's be earnest about that. And then I end up losing back to Brock Lesnar again at SummerSlam again. So hey, you know how that goes, right? But I know, Skeletor, I can beat you. All we need to get is a fight overling in the ring. And here we're going to have the match. Well, we see Michael Cole say that Skeletor can beat John Cena. He's always had a bind beating He-Man all those years. There goes the staff falling out of his hand already. You know, he's had a bind beating He-Man all those years. Michael Cole said in He-Man, the Overlings of the World, the Hanna-Barbera drawing show. Oh yeah, Trini Kwan said Skeletor's going up here and down. John Cena gave him the stand shift, formerly known as the fuck you. But I could see why they shifted it. You know, Trini Kwan said. Wade Barrett says John Cena thinks he's great. But at the end of the day, John Cena might be Big Mass John, a nickname that John Bradshaw Layfield gave to him. But you know, John Cena's going to probably end up burying another great skilled wrestler or fighter overstar. Wade Barrett said, Trini Kwan said, I don't really think you can call Skeletor a great skilled wrestler or a great fighter overstar, Trini Kwan said. He's a follower of the 4-1 Bonds of Evil. Trini Kwan says, that's right, Michael Cole said. John Cena just gave Skeletor the stand shift, formerly the FU, Michael Cole says. How bad would that be to say my ending hold is the fuck you? So he hit him with the stand shift instead. 1, 2. So that's how he shifted it from the FU to the stand shift, Michael Cole said, that John Cena hit Skeletor with. 1, 2, 3. Ding ding ding. Here is your winner, John Cena. And John Cena has beat Skeletor here today on Monday Night Raw, or Alone Day Night Raw. So now Skeletor now has something else new to bitch about. Not bitching and ranting about how He-Man has beaten him over the sundriest years. How he became the laughing stock of the 4-1 Bonds of Evil. And how He-Man and the overlings of the world, followers of the 4-1 Bonds of Good, always beating him, Michael Cole says. Now he can bitch and rant about how John Cena beat him. Oh yeah, Trini Kwan said, followers like the 4-1 Bonds of Evil, like Skeletor, always seek things to bitch and rant about. I should know. I had my dealings with Rita Repulsa back in the day, and my dealings with Lord Zed back in the day, so I know how followers of the 4-1 Bonds of Evil bitch, like Trini Kwan says. Well, Wade Barrett says, the one thing I'm going to tell you right now, Wade Barrett says, as far as the show goes, you died in 2022, YL, but you're still alive here in the Toy Wrestling Gathering. Anyway, sorry about that, Trini. Anyway, John Cena beat Skeletor. So we know John Cena has now shamed, he is now buried, besmirched another wrestler, fighter, overstar, whatever you bloody want to call them, Wade Barrett says. First off, Michael Cole says Skeletor is a follower of the 4-1 Bonds of Evil, so if he's so worried about being buried and besmirched, then he should shift his ways. At least that's what I think, Michael Cole says. Well, speaking of that, Trini Kwan said, I think John Cena was in the right. John Cena beat Skeletor, and if Skeletor can't handle it, that's Skeletor's bind, not ours. Trini Kwan says, alright, Michael Cole says, take it away, Tony Schiavone. Thank you, Michael Cole. I'm going to be talking with Skeletor here today on Monday Night Raw, or Alone Night Raw, and I don't really think he want to, because he's going to bring out a lot of slights. Alright. Oh, well, Skeletor, it seems to me that you lost to John Cena. What, you want to make something out of it, Tony Schiavone? You know, I've been losing to He-Man for sundriest years. I've been losing to that follower, the 4-1 Bonds of Good He-Man. Now I'm losing to John Cena in my first match here in the Toy Wrestling Gathering. Well, Skeletor, you're known for your slights. You like to go around and slight folks. You know. You're known for those slights. Yeah, I'm known for those slights. Yo, 4 eyes. See, that's what I'm talking about. And for you're needed, 4 eyes is a slight to anyone who wears glasses. Either they be reading glasses, eyeglasses, sunglasses, or whatever. Anyway, Skeletor, you lost to John Cena here today on Alone Night Raw. And at the end of the day, I think you are not as evil as you think you are. I am one of the most evilest followers of the 4-1 Bonds of Evil, Tony Schiavone. All the other followers of the 4-1 Bonds of Evil are frightened of me. They onlook me and they fear me. Well, that's not what I believe, Skeletor. I believe all the followers of the 4-1 Bonds of Evil don't onlook, they don't fear, they don't get along. And each one says they are the evilest. You know, but that's like saying well, whatever. But all followers of the 4-1 Bonds of Evil will say that they're the evilest. But each one of them always gets beat by the followers of the 4-1 Bonds of Good, so that should tell you something. I'll get my hands on that John Cena. And if He-Man ever shows up in the toy wrestling gathering, I'll get my hands on him too. Well, that's my talk with Skeletor. Back to you, Michael Cole. Thank you, Tony Schiavone, for talking with Skeletor here today on Alone Tonight Raw. That's all the time we got here for Alone Tonight Raw. I, Michael Cole, Trini Kwan, Wade Barrett, we hope you like Alone Tonight Raw, and we'll see you tomorrow for NXT.